higher than most. Eyes low in the post. Ready for whatever, buddy. Trust me, you won't no smoke. Never disrespect my city, this the land of the ghosts. This shit doper than some white girls that just got off the boat. This shit came straight off the boat, straight off the boat. Straight off the boat, 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 straight off the boat.
What's going on, y'all? So today's conversation is gonna feel a lot like deja vu for me because I'm having the same conversation with the same person. I'm bringing back my freshman brother Wesley Cargill, who was actually the first person that I did this with, and he's still the most viewed video that I have to date. The reason I wanted to bring him back is because that first episode came off kind of rough, and I didn't have an intro for it. I didn't have any graphics for it, so I wanted to bring him back with a graphic that he gave me to help me cut down the time on the show. So we're going to introduce this clock, which is the minute and 30-second clock. We're going to have topics, and we're going to have a minute and 30 seconds to discuss them. And that's going to be that, so that we can move the conversations along and y'all not sitting here for 30 minutes. Then we're going to introduce this clock, which is the 5-minute clock. That's going to be kind of our quick fire conversation where we can just go through whatever topics are popping through our head, and we're going to try and get the closing in there too. But I'm trying to limit these videos to 10 minutes, and hopefully his idea helps me do that. So without further ado, here's Mr. Wesley Cargill. What's going on, brother-ing?
Sir, yes, sir.
Yeah, man. So,
a long night of insomnia.
You too? I went to sleep at about 5 o'clock this morning. I still tried to upload the video we did yesterday one more time.
Hey, man, you got to get it. You got to keep it.
Hey, man, but it ain't work. But we going to do this thing one more time. I told people it's going to be like deja vu having the same conversation.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
But as you said yesterday, things are things.
Things are things.
All right, bro. So the first thing that I want to talk about is Jameis, bro. Give me a quick thoughts on how you feel this Jameis situation going to play out.
Well, first of all, I feel like the Jameis situation is, as always, playing out perfectly for Jameis. I mean, it's very minimal. It is happening at a time where it doesn't really affect his big money. You know what I'm saying? He only makes about close to $1,900,000 this year. So, you know, these 3 games, it may seem big right now, but when he gets the big checks, you know what I'm saying, when it becomes an actual Bank of America Hall of Famer next year with the 20 mil, I would rather just take the hit now than later. You know, I think it's, first of all, let's look at it. I think it's old. Some people are really confused on what he's getting suspended for. Some people think it's because he didn't sanction the team. He didn't sanction himself, for lack of a better word right now. He didn't report himself, or because of the act. And the act really happened in 2015. It came back up 2017. No charges were filed, anything like that. So, I mean, it just looks bad right now, optics and media-wise, you know what I'm saying? But I think that he can get past it, you know what I'm saying? He has to really start being aware. And being that he's so old, you know, we don't know personally what changes he's made. It just looks bad right now. But, you know, as far as the team, nobody thought they was going to win the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? If anything, it just be a great time for him to just chill, you know, work on this game, work on his body. But if we come back after these 3 games, throw for about 4,000 yards, 25 touchdowns, and 10 interceptions, this would be just another blip on the radar, man.
Well, I think the thing about Jameis that's most troubling is that the fact that this is a behavioral trend for him. So, you know, he had the incidents at Florida State with the crab legs, and like we said yesterday, that was just a lick gone bad. He had the incidents where, you know, he was... Yeah, but not everything that he does happens. It seemed to be a trend specifically with misogyny in women. So that's the thing that's most disturbing about but like you said, he's grown as a man by getting married, having a child, and stuff like that. But those GMs, when it's time to give him new money, after this first set of new money, once it's time for him to get that money, then it's going to be different because they're going to account for things in the past. Don't you think that could have something to do with him getting slighted on some contracts, as the way he's viewed in the public eye, whether people view him as a franchise quarterback or something?
One, what's slighted? Will he drop from $120 million to 110 over this? 100 million? I believe so. But I believe that
he loses endorsement money though.
He loses endorsements. Yes, that's true. But that's off the field.
Yeah, but as you know, most athletes live on that off the field money.
But most of them, but not quarterbacks, baby. Not quarterbacks. Not quarterbacks. But I think that he'll be okay. I think it would hurt him endorsement wise, but in the GM office, it might slide him a little bit, but for most, I think that we really has to work on his game more than anything. And like I said, this is kind of a not to like just cape for George for James because he is one of my favorite Seminoles, but I feel like within the if you look at the timeline of this thing, you know what I'm saying, he's playing it perfectly. He's sitting down, he's taking his 3 games. As long as he throws for 4,500 yards, 30 touchdowns, and 10 interceptions,
It'll all blow over.
Everything will be blown over. He just have to keep his nose clean. It's just we're tired as a fan base of Jameis and women problems. That's the biggest thing. Like, I don't care.
And what you think GMs and owners feel about Jameis? Like, there's got to be some sort of buyer's remorse for Tampa Bay right now because not only has he gotten more trouble off the field, like the man just ain't clicked on the field all the way either. What I'm gonna do is, bro, I'm gonna switch the times that I said in the intro. I'm gonna give us 5 minutes per topic, so we got a minute left on this.
All right, but I mean, it's just I think media-wise, it looks worse than what it does in the franchise in the GM room because his play hasn't grown, but we haven't really expected the great things out of Tampa Bay. Now, have we waited for them to turn the corner? Yes. Have they gotten a little bit better? Yes. But I just don't feel personally that I don't care. I really tell you the truth. I don't care about the football stuff. I don't care how much money he owns. I want to become a better man. I want to get past this thing with him and women and being negative posts with women.
But how long is the franchise supposed to wait on that, bro? How long before people wash their hands with Jameis and then he ends up like Vince Young somewhere in obscurity, bro?
I mean, first of all,
you got 10 seconds.
10 seconds. I'm just gonna say it doesn't look as bad as Ezekiel Elliott.
That's the truth.
And they still love him. So,
but he's a cowboy. That's time.
He has an extra piece of cushion on him. But I just don't think it's gonna be that bad, man. I feel like a case from 2015, you know what I'm saying, finally coming down in 2018, you know what I'm saying, it's a negative thing, but they want to take these 3 games and just move past it. I don't really feel like it's gonna hurt them that much, you know what I'm saying, lay down the road. Because remember, Big Ben's still getting paid.
So the next thing that we're gonna do Kawhi.
I feel better about Kawhi today than I felt about the other day.
The other day? You mean yesterday?
Yeah, I feel better about it. I feel way much better about it now. I've gathered more information. I read a couple more articles, you know what I'm saying, because, I feel like he looks soft. I just feel like there's no way I'm Kawhi Leonard. I'm the star of the team, and I'm going to have Tony Parker come holler at me and run me out of the team.
But it ain't Tony Parker, bro. It's Greg Popovich, the mastermind behind it all, is sending the message down to the troops, bro.
All right, he's sending the message to the troops, but you got to get a better message.
Who is the better man? Timmy ain't walking through that door. Timmy gone. You ain't got nobody else who can step to him. L.A., but L.A. was crying about the Spurs last year, talking about he wanted to get traded.
Hey, even better. Now you got to if it's not Greg talking to me, I will let it be known. You know what I'm saying? He don't talk. You know what I'm saying? So we don't know how he acts within the organization. I just feel like it's crazy that he's pouting and I want to leave because Tony Parker. It's not like maybe he like a goon. Maybe he a stay ready guy.
A French goon.
We don't know. You know what I'm saying? But it's no way I'm.
Man, that sacre bleu people to sleep.
You like slapping him with a white glove or something like that. Like
I spit on you, pipi.
You know what I'm saying? But I feel like I said, he's not going west. He's not going to Lakers.
Well, they made that abundantly clear yesterday.
Nigga, we do that when he first started, but it's not happening, bro. Like you can say that all you want. We not doing. You can put a button on that. So you might as well chill.
So we might as well look more into this Boston theory that we was talking about. Because that seems more and more plausible now. Because I think Boston, that means Kyrie's probably going to end up a Spur.
I think really to tell you the truth, I feel like if you can like delve into it a different direction, I'm not really worried about the deal they get with Kawhi now. I'm worried about the deal they can get after Kawhi, with Kawhi being a piece. Feel me on this, check my science. If I'm the Miami Heat, right?
Okay.
The great Miami Heat, you know what I'm saying? Biscayne Boulevard boys.
Still got him on my chest. This from the 2013. This from 2013. That's the 2013 hat.
Hey, look at us.
talk about no planning, just coordinating. Go
But
ahead.
it's like if I'm the Miami Heat, I'm gonna trade for Kawhi, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna do whatever I can to keep him indoors. But if he's just saying I want to leave,
We got that cap space 2019.
not only do we have cap space, I'm signing and trading all day. It's a nice gamble, but I'm pulling a Doc Rivers and the Clippers like they did CP3. Like, look, you say you gonna leave, give
Fine.
me fine. Sign and trade before you go anywhere.
Yeah, and
You know
I'm taking the
maybe
best
it's
player
like-
off the team.
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
not bad. Not bad. That's that mad scientist that you got going on over there. I feel it though. But
it's like
I still
we
think
made-
Boston is more plausible because, like, they gonna trade Kawhi. If they gonna trade him, then they gonna trade him out west. And this the Spurs, bro. They ain't taking back Justice Winslow. Even though I think I'd part with him. I'd part with him for Kawhi and Hassan and Goran and TJ and everybody on the roster.
and the Maytag, man.
Yeah, I'd throw in Spo if they wanted him.
We got a couple new ironing boards. We can give you craft services.
You can have some of the rings Pat be throwing on the table.
We got a bucket of paints to make sure the walls look fresh. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah, we got some black that match y'all's back here.
you
I can
know,
have it. We got a minute left. So,
But-
but still, I still want to look at Boston. Not like what do you think potentially Boston would throw together to get a Kawhi Leonard? Because you know Kyrie gonna be the centerpiece of that.
But I mean, Kyrie gone. I think it's Kyrie, maybe Jalen. You know what I'm saying? And maybe a couple draft picks. You know, like you can't go. I don't think they're gonna go part too deep with it.
Oh no,
You know what I'm saying?
Like I said, bro, Jason Tatum is off limits.
Yeah, but if Jason Tatum's off limit, but if it might be between Jalen Brown and Gordon Hayward. Nice to have you Gordon Hayward, but we can do better. And
We
so-
got to get somebody who gonna play.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But it just looks soft, you know what I'm saying? I just feel like it looks soft on his part. You were supposed to be the center's piece. Like, you weren't the scrub. Like, you had clout.
We got 10
in the
seconds.
organization. You had clout. You were the man, you know what I'm saying? Within the organization, you're going to let Tony Parker.
He ain't gonna let that go. That's time.
Tony Parker.
Tony Parker. I mean, I feel you on that, man. I couldn't
Like-
imagine letting Tony Parker be the one to.
Just rub you the wrong way.
Come on.
God, man, fuck you, bro. Like, if maybe Greg Pop told me to come talk to you, then go back. Tell him to get somebody better, baby. Because it's not you. It ain't gonna be
You ain't the one, darling. You
You're
ain't the
not
one.
the one.
You not the one, Daniel, baby.
You're not the one, man, dog.
So where you want to go? You want to go to the NFL? You can go to because Phoenix did something interesting. They let Elfrid Payton go, and they they declined the play option on Alex Lynn today too.
Yeah, I mean, with that in the hand, you know, they're basically just rebuilding, bro. Like they've got their young superstars in Booker and the young man that they just drafted, and they really going moving forward with that. Elfrid Payton, you know what I'm saying? He tried to cut his hair too little, too late. Nigga, that shit ugly. Get off my team.
Well, that's twice though, because he got traded to them last year to Orlando, and Orlando gave him a pick for Elfrid Payton. I think it was the second rounder though, but they gave him a pick. And so what happened to Elfrid Payton? Would you take him as a Heat player?
It really depends on what's happening. Like, I'm like if we get down to us picking Elfrid Payton as a point guard, you know what I'm saying? You might as well just wrap up the whole season.
The pickings are slim, brother.
Let's wrap it up, dog.
Pickings are slim.
The pick, you know what I'm saying? I wanna say have a marquee. If it's not a marquee free agent, you know what I'm saying? Like
just
a
stand
PG, like
pat.
Kawhi, or if we making a play for JB, Jimmy Butler, Clay next year. I don't really want to hear about this shit. You know what I'm saying? It's just because I want to get back to superstar prominent, you know, form.
You want to be in contention.
Yeah. Like if Elfrid Payton doesn't move the needle for me as far as
He doesn't move the needle at all. Like
but
he
he
makes us marginally better. Like right now, I feel like we trying to get rid of some very bad contracts that we're under right now.
terrible, dog.
We have a couple of them too though. Like it's several of them that just irk my nerves, and we trying to get up from under a few of them. And I don't think we're gonna be able to do it. Like Hassan Whiteside, we stuck with him. Tyler Johnson, we stuck with him.
That shit kills me, bro. That
That poison pill.
when I saw how much money they gave that man.
But that wasn't them, bro. That was Brooklyn. Like, I think we should have just let him go to Brooklyn because that hurt us in several ways, bro. Like, we didn't have no money to pay Wade then. Now we paying this man $19 million. For what, bro? Like,
and one nigga was hurt.
Boy, listen, man. He ain't never been worth $19 million.
But I think we looking at the amount of money. But that's like the going rate right now.
Yeah, but we got him. The thing about it, I will admit this: we got him for cheap them first 2 years. Like, for what he does, we got him for the cheap because he could have got 12, 13 million from somewhere else. But 19 though?
Yeah, he got to ride.
Like, you got to get that from out of there, but you got to package it with some people won't. Josh Richardson contract is beautiful, and so that's the reason why they want to take him. Like, he is a serviceable player. I think.
I don't know, man. I want to get under this, man. Like, if I can, I'll move on.
Yeah.
We can have our own process in Miami. The only thing about it, the way Pat Riley works,
he ain't wired like that, brother. He ain't wired like that. He want Asian veterans and superstars. That's what he want. That's the formula that he's seen work.
And the process, and even though we talk about the process and the 76 process, I think Boston's process is really the blueprint of everything because them boys quietly out of nowhere just got a mass amount of talent.
Yeah, they drafted it. They drafted it and they stocked up a whole bunch of draft picks. That trade that they made for KG and Paul Pierce, they robbed Brooklyn blind. They robbed
Brooklyn, silly ass, fucking.
Okay, so Brooklyn is interesting too because I think D'Angelo Russell, despite what he did off the court, I think he played pretty okay last year for Brooklyn. Like,
yeah, and that was crazy. Like,
he's the number 2 overall pick.
How his play, how that little snitching situation, how we might either undercut, you know what I'm saying, how big that was within the locker room for them to trade him. Because if it was me, if I was Lakers, like, nah, nigga, fuck y'all, just sucking it up because he was still pretty decent. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, he was pretty decent.
Got 1 minute
on the team, and then for me to trade him, you know what I'm saying? I probably would have done it, but you know, Ball, we got Lonzo Ball, so that
right. You got something out of it when you traded D'Angelo Russell, but Brooklyn got something out of it too. They got a number 2 overall pick for the low, and quietly, like, that boy could still develop into something nasty. Like, people forgetting because of that snitching situation, like what he was on the court in that 1 year at Ohio State.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it'd be tough for me to let that go. Bro.
Yeah, and so they got a nice little team forming over there in Brooklyn too, with him, Rondé Hollis Jefferson, Karis LeVert. Like, they got some talent over there that they got in Brooklyn, and a hell of a lot of cap space.
The amount of money they can have next year.
Yeah, but they ain't gonna be able to recruit nobody to Brooklyn, bro.
You don't think so?
Nah, ain't nobody. Who coming? Like, somebody, it got to be a hometown story, like the ones that we getting tired of hearing about. We got 10 seconds.
I don't know, man. I just feel like I greatly figured. I feel like the Heat, you know, so all these teams. I'm not looking for this off season. You know, not having draft picks. You know what I'm saying? These shitty ass contracts. I'm worried about next off season, man. But I'm tired of this. You know, we have to get in contention. You know what I'm saying? We don't have to be better than Boston, but we can have like a chance to beat the niggas in the playoffs. That's all I need.
Yeah, I'm with that. So we're going to do a minute and 30 seconds for this quick wrap up. Whatever you think about, take off.
One thing about right now was heavy on my mind is how the hell soft, like, Kawhi, what are you doing, bro? Like, come on, man. Like, you was tripping. Like, in the people speak up about it, you're not going to the West. And you letting this nigga, what's that guy, this little guy's name?
Tony Parker, the Frenchman.
Tony Parker and Manu Ginobili. Like, Manu got to be like 85. Because I was walking out of a hotel one time, I bumped into him. It was like 30 years ago. And I was like, man, look how old are you? He's like 147 years old. And he got like a ball spot, bro. Like, you letting these niggas run you out of town, dog.
The foreigners.
It can't happen. I think that we should really all just put down our hate for Tom Brady and marvel in his greatness because we're going to miss him when he's gone.
I'm glad you said something about football because I want to talk about Aaron Donald and how this man is getting robbed blind out here. I keep bringing it up because it makes me angry that a defensive player of the year is getting paid $6 million. And in the meantime, you got Jared Goff at quarterback. Like, I mean, he actually improved this year, though, because I think good coach creates good players. Getting rid of Jeff Fisher was the best thing. So we got 15 seconds. I'll let you out the last 15 seconds.
You know what I'm saying? I really feel like, you know, Aaron Donald needs that money. You know what I'm saying? And it just speaks loudly to the terms of the CBA for the football for the NFL. And we really got to take a good look at their player organization. You know what I'm saying? And just be like, what are y'all doing? Like, just take a picture of what the NBA's doing, and just like, y'all, come on, man, fight harder than that. You know what I'm saying? Just, across the board, because they amass so much money. Y'all niggas getting paid so much pennies on what y'all work to the team, and y'all want to play 16 games, and you got this man making Aaron Donald, and you got goddamn Tyler Johnson making $19 million, and this nigga's trash. And Kawhi Leonard made almost $20 million. He ain't played this season.
The only thing I gotta say is Aaron Donald should have played basketball.
I'm sorry. He should play for the WWF. Big this motherfucker is like that boy. He can pull about a good $30 million for Vince McMahon.
Oh yeah, anybody could. He had Stone Cold pouring concrete in Ferraris or whatever.
Oh, shout out to my man Stone Cold. Yesterday, I believe, was the anniversary of his first match, and I just want to say how good Stone Cold is my childhood. Like, I really was walking around in my underwear with a belt like I was a man, and I was slapping together grape juice, not beer, so I was too young.
Yo, I'm glad you gave your shout out already, because we out of time. I think we did well.
We are out of time.
I think we did well.
I think we did well. It was quick, man.
It went by a lot faster than you thought it would have.
Yeah, man. And now I can go get me something to eat and play with my dog.
There we go. Well, brother, I appreciate you for coming back on. I'm going to push this out today. And it's going to get out.
It's got to. Man.
It's got to. It's got to. All right, brother. You have a good
time footage.
Exactly. All right, brother. You have a good day.
You too.
All right.
Higher than most, eyes low in the post. Ready for whatever, buddy. Trust me, you won't no smoke. Never disrespect my city, this the land of the ghost.